You work out. You eat less. You try to be consistent. But the fat around your stomach refuses to move. This is one of the most frustrating health problems for adults over 30. And the reason is simple. Belly fat is not the same as other body fat. What most people call belly fat is actually visceral fat. This fat sits deep inside the abdomen, surrounding vital organs like the liver and pancreas. Unlike fat under the skin, visceral fat is biologically active. It behaves almost like an organ. It releases hormones and chemical signals that directly affect metabolism, blood sugar, and inflammation. This is why losing belly fat feels different. It is not just about calories. It is not just about exercise. It is about how your body is responding internally. One of the main hormones involved is insulin. Insulin's job is to move sugar from the blood into cells for energy. When insulin works well, the body uses fuel efficiently. But over time, frequent sugar spikes and constant snacking can make cells less responsive. This is called insulin resistance. When insulin resistance develops, the body struggles to use sugar properly. Instead of burning it, the body stores it as fat. And visceral fat is the preferred storage site. This creates a cycle where belly fat increases, insulin resistance worsens, and fat loss becomes harder. Another key hormone is cortisol, often called the stress hormone. Cortisol is not bad. It helps the body handle challenges and maintain energy. But when stress becomes constant, cortisol levels stay elevated for too long. Chronic stress signals the body to conserve energy. It tells the body that conditions are unsafe. In response, the body prioritizes fat storage, especially around the abdomen. This is an ancient survival mechanism. But in modern life, it works against us. This is why people can exercise intensely and still struggle with belly fat. Excessive cardio or frequent high-intensity workouts increase cortisol. If recovery is poor, the body remains in a stress state. Instead of burning fat, it protects it. Another factor often overlooked is gut health. The gut is not just responsible for digestion. It plays a major role in metabolism, hormone regulation, and inflammation. An unhealthy gut can disrupt blood sugar control and increase insulin resistance. When gut bacteria are out of balance, the body becomes less efficient at processing food. This can lead to bloating, cravings, and unstable energy levels. Artificial sweeteners, processed foods, and irregular eating patterns can worsen this imbalance. Blood sugar spikes are closely linked to gut health. Rapid spikes followed by crashes create hunger and fatigue. They also encourage fat storage. Over time, this pattern makes weight loss feel impossible, even with effort. This is why extreme dieting often fails. Cutting calories aggressively increases stress hormones. Skipping meals can worsen blood sugar swings. The body responds by slowing metabolism and protecting fat stores. Long cardio sessions and daily high-intensity training can have a similar effect. They burn calories in the moment but increase stress internally. Without proper recovery, the body does not enter a fat-burning state. Instead, it holds on to energy. A more effective approach is calmer and more sustainable. Walking is one of the most underrated tools for fat loss. It lowers stress hormones while improving insulin sensitivity. It supports gut health and recovery. Strength training, when done in moderation, helps maintain muscle and metabolic health. It does not need to be intense or exhausting. Short, consistent sessions are more effective than long, draining workouts. Sleep plays a critical role. Poor sleep increases cortisol and disrupts insulin function. Even one night of insufficient sleep can increase hunger and cravings the next day. Over time, this directly impacts belly fat. Nutrition does not need to be extreme. Eating protein first helps stabilize blood sugar. Reducing late-night sugar intake gives the body time to reset insulin levels. Simple meals eaten consistently are more effective than complex plans that cannot be maintained. Managing stress is not optional. It is a requirement for fat loss. This does not mean removing stress entirely. It means supporting the body through rest, routine, and recovery. Belly fat is not a sign of failure. It is a signal. It reflects how the body is responding to hormones, stress, and daily habits. When those systems are supported, fat loss becomes possible again. The solution is not harder workouts or stricter diets. The solution is creating conditions where the body feels safe enough to release stored energy. Calm routines, stable blood sugar, and consistent habits create that environment. If you focus on walking daily, eating balanced meals, sleeping well, and reducing constant stress, the body begins to respond. Changes may be slow at first, but they are sustainable. This is how real fat loss happens after 30. Not through force, but through understanding and consistency. If you found this explanation helpful and want more simple, science-based health guidance, consider subscribing. This channel focuses on clear explanations that support long-term health without confusion or extremes.